Okay, digital experience team, design group, Git 101 class 2. Last session, we did a whole bunch of stuff. We made sure we had the right version of Git on our computer. We pulled the www repo, and we made a branch. We've got a bunch of notes in our class 1. I'm just going to write class 2 for us to move from. So what I thought we could do today, again, our goal for this hour we have on the calendar here is to get ourselves added to the org chart. I think we can do it. So what we should do is open terminal. We should open our text editor. I think we all downloaded Visual Studio Code. It's the hip one.
I'm still running Sublime Text over here.
Oh yeah, so you got the OG one. I was just gonna say VSC, you call it VSC, you're cool apparently. Visual Studio Code is the hip one. Sublime Text is the OG one. Lauren uses Sublime Text. She's OG. So we need those two. I also was finding it helpful to have a browser open, or sorry, a Finder window open. So I'm just gonna close a bunch of stuff to remove some distraction here. And then I'll just share my screen. I think that'll do it. What's this over here? Oh. Okay, so let me share my screen, my desktop. So here's what I've got rolling here. I've got our little agenda or notes, Scratchpad. I've got terminal. I just have this, like while we're learning, I just have this to kind of, it's like the visual representation of what we're doing in terminal. And then I've got this here. So what I thought we could do is everyone, if we go, I'm in terminal now. If everyone opens it and then gets to where your code was, which if you remember, I think we made a GitLab repos folder. Let's just try and remember if we can get there. And if anyone's like, I can't figure out what's going on, we can just swap and switch screens. Let me know when everyone's there.
Is there any way to make your terminal bigger?
That's a great question.
That doesn't help.
How about that?
Oh, it's getting a little bit better. Okay. I've honestly completely forgotten everything from last week. So
that's great. I love that. Let's share your screen.
I saw CD and that was about all as far as I got.
Yeah, change directory. This is perfect. Share your screen, please. This is what I was hoping for.
1 second. Okay. So I was trying to refer back here. So change directory. And then where were we trying to go?
What I would do is delete CD. I just tried to drag your terminal window from, oh my gosh, I'm dumb. ls-l, space-l, sorry.
Wait. There we go.
Just a little bit of lag here, so I'll just wait for it to show up.
It's there if you want to.
Do you press enter?
Enter.
There we go. So we see GitLab repos there. So if we do CD, change directory, space, and if you just write, oh yeah, look at that smart copy paste. I didn't thought of that. You can also do like GI and then tab.
Tab?
Yeah, tab.
Nope, doesn't work for me.
Maybe do a capital GI.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, there you go. That always, the copy and paste works. I always like doing that too because it removes the chance of human error with typos. So press enter. and then do ls-l. I just like doing -l because I can read it easier in a list instead of just like this weird column view that it does. So now we want to go into that www.gitlab.com. So you just do cd space www. You could have also done cd like previously. If you press tab now, it'll go. You could have done cd space gi tab and then www as well, which would just jump you right in there. You don't have to go like one folder, one folder, one folder. I'm just instructing everyone to do that so that it's sticking. So now if you do, is everybody here? Tina, shaking head. Stephen?
Think so, yeah.
So.
Can you, if everyone does git, whoa, I'm making weird noise. If everyone does git branch, git space branch, enter. Whenever I say like git, just assume there's always going to be a space because git's like, do this git thing, space, this is the thing we want you to do. Does everyone see something that says, I think you probably have to wait, Jess. When it does it, does everyone see master and then your initials dash GitLab 101?
No, I get
No.
fatal, not a Git repository.
Uh-oh.
Can you share your screen, Stephen?
Yeah.
What was
Add
that, Tina?
myself to org chart,
Oh, great. That's
which
great.
I don't remember having created that, but
Can you
Okay,
do
so when I put it-
ls-l? Sorry, ls space dash
Oh, sorry.
l. Okay, so we want to go into GitLab repos. So you're not in the right spot. So let's do it the fancy way I just described. So do cd space capital GI tab, www tab. So see how this looks like a folder structure? We're going to GitLab repos, then we're going into this gitlab.com repo, press enter. Now do ls-l. We see a bunch of code. So the mental model, like what you need to envision in your head is that you had Finder open and you clicked into these different folders. Like these are, it's like a filing cabinet. Like we're just sorting through files, getting to the list of files that we want to find. So Stephen, if you write git space branch now, it's fine, you don't have to share. Watch our mind.
Is Git capitalized?
No.
No.
See like this here.
Yeah, it brought me to star space master.
Great. And that's it. Can you share your screen actually? Let me stop sharing. Maybe you didn't make a branch last time.
1 second.
Okay, cool. You didn't make a branch last time. That's cool. We're gonna delete the branch we made anyway, so it's fine. Jess, where are we at?
Good. It showed up as adding myself to GitLab org chart.
Sweet.
It just took like 2 minutes.
Okay, great. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna share my screen. Excuse me for chewing. This cookie was too hard to say no to. So we're gonna check out the master branch. So checking out is saying, I'm gonna switch to this other branch. So if we write git checkout master, press enter. It's gonna tell us your branch is behind by 19 commits, but that's cool. So can everyone do that, please?
I feel like I just had some PTSD when you said checkout.
Awesome.
Sorry, Michael, can you just repeat that again? Sorry.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Git checkout master.
Git checkout.
And then if you write git branch, you'll see that you are now on master right here. Jess, you got a smirk on your face. I'm very curious what's going on.
I'm just laughing at my own joke. That's nothing.
So does everybody see Git Master?
Yep.
Mine looks a little bit different.
Can you share your screen, please? You're on master, right?
Oh,
You don't have a branch. So
oh, that's right. Yeah.
can you share your screen just so I can? I'm curious what we would see if you did that. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, cool.
Tina, you see that you're on master as well? Can you share your screen, please? Can you git branch? Yeah, you're on master. That's perfect. Okay, so everybody, why we did that is this branch that we made like 3 weeks ago, I guess, is stale. There's been 19 things that have happened on master that are no longer reflective in the branch we made. We don't know if anything's been done to the files that we want to adjust, but it's always best practice to make sure we're working on the freshest code. So if we do git pull, it'll do this like weird thing that I don't really understand, probably telling us to do something like fancier than I know how to do, but then it'll also just run that command. So it's asking the repo to please update all our local files with all the most recent changes. And since that was 3 weeks ago, it's probably going to be fairly big.
Just to confirm, we were supposed to do this because my computer is doing something.
Yeah.
It's receiving objects, receiving deltas, all sorts of stuff. Oh.
Sounds fancy.
Fancy or terrifying, take your pick.
It's sending us a package of all the freshest, most up-to-date code. And this is the power of Git, is that if we didn't have Git, we could have made a bunch of changes to code that's out of date and then pushed them and deleted hundreds of people's work with no ability to get it back. This is like what our product is.
Why does it let you do that? Why wouldn't it make you like force you to pull before like submitting a new push? Does that make sense?
That's a good question. What the safeguard that's built in is if you try and do a push and there are changes that have happened in the future from the point that you made your branch, it would recognize them as a conflict and it wouldn't let you. So that's what a merge request typically is like, it'll say, okay, you're going to request this merge. Oh, there's all these conflicts. Like Tina was in this file 2 days ago and changed the whole thing. You're changing something that's out of date and it'll show you yours, theirs, and then you have to fix the conflict. But it's, yeah, I think like the way that most people who do engineering work is like, you just have the practice to know like, oh, I'm going to start doing some work on something. I'm going to pull the most recent code and branch from here, do my work, and then branch back in. It's so that everybody can keep working at velocity instead of being like, oh, hold on, Tina's doing work. 900 developers, let's just sit and wait for her to finish her thing. Okay, now who's next? So if we write, I'm assuming everyone's git pull is done. If we write git branch, what I would do is just highlight whatever you called this this branch. And we're going to delete it and make a new one. So if you copy and paste that and write, I think it's git branch space -d for delete. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that'll delete the branch. So when everyone's done that, let's just remake that exact same branch. Let's go git checkout -b. So let's check out a new branch. I'm just going to paste the same name.
Mine didn't do that. It said fatal branch name required.
You have master, so you don't need to delete the branch.
Ah, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, sorry.
Wait, so for the delete, you did git branch -d, and then I'm assuming mine's not MP. So what is it? JH something?
Did you do git branch?
I did git branch. It says I'm a master.
Yeah, and then what's the other? I think it's like add myself to whatever. Can you share your screen?
Yep. I just got to like scroll all the way back up. There's a lot of things that happened.
Yeah, I would suggest putting like your initials, or like some people will do the issue number, like they do something.
Oh, I did capital JH. That's why it wasn't working.
Oh, there you go. So I just copy and paste that. If you would just write git
That would have been
branch
smart.
again.
Hold on.
Yeah, there you go. So copy and paste that JH, adding myself.
If I just tab will it? No.
You can't.
No. Hold on. Back up to the top.
No, it's right there. Scroll down.
Where?
Right above where it says master.
Oh, look at that. It's right there.
Yeah, because git branch shows
geez.
all the branches that you have in this repo.
I see. Totally missed that.
All good. Boom. Tina, did you delete and create it?
I don't know.
Let's take a look at your screen.
I got lost. I don't.
Okay, so you're on master,
Mhm.
and then you did git branch. Oh, you did.
I tried to
D.
delete this.
You did D dash. It's dash D.
Oh, dash D.
Yeah. That's an easy one to make a mistake. Perfect. So it says deleted, and then git checkout dash B. It's always the syntax just takes a while to get used to, so you're all good. And then you do, instead of pressing enter, you go git checkout dash B space, and then the name of your branch. So you can just do command V to paste it.
Oh, we're just recreating the exact same one.
Yeah, but because we did a pull, we're creating a branch from the
New
snapshot
today.
right now, not 3 weeks ago.
Got it. Thank you.
Perfect. Jesse, feeling like you got it? Steven, did you make a branch? Git checkout dash B space SM dash add dash myself dash to dash org dash chart, or whatever you want to call it.
I got as far as the B, and then it said requires a value.
You don't need B. Oh, yes. Can you share your screen? Yeah, the value is the name of the branch. So don't press enter.
Okay. So if I do this, oh shit, wrong one. That's my
Apparently.
search from. Yeah.
Nice.
Don't ignore that. Delete this.
You could call that your branch, that for sure.
And
Git
maybe I will.
checkout dash B.
Space dash B.
Yeah, and then space. I would do like capital SM for Stephen McGinnis dash, maybe just dash add dash org dash chart. Keep it short.
And then enter.
Yeah. So now if you write, to double check, I'd write git space branch. And it should show that you're on that branch. Great. So we are all on this branch that we all created. That's exciting. I'm going to go back to sharing my screen to show the kooky way that I do stuff. 100% convinced too that anyone who codes looks at this and is just like, that's a crazy way to do it. What I'll do is I'll go into Finder. So this is that GitLab repos, which is in my home directory. And then I drag this onto my code editor icon. I don't mean to do it that way. Don't drag it too long. I think as soon as it like recognizes, then I just open it. And that brings that whole code base into my code editor. Was that clear?
Can you say that one more time?
So you just find it, you find the code. So this is all the files, if you see in the Finder over here, all the files that run our marketing site. Generate, I don't even know what all this stuff is. Data, these are all like YML files, some markdown files, all the stuff. Scripts, all that stuff. I grab the parent, I drag it down onto my code editor, and then you can see in the left-hand column, it's the same as what we're seeing in here. So I don't need this anymore. I'm over here.
Okay, and the parent is the www.gitlab.com one?
Yeah, right there. I'm sure there's a way you can do it in code by opening something if anyone's having trouble with it. I think you can just open it this way and go to it and press open. I'll do the same thing, but I don't know, the drag and drop is just the way that I've been doing it. And then when you do that, you can see where I have an extension installed. So I'm not sure if everyone will see it, but I can see that I'm on this branch down here, MP GitLab 101. I'll wait and give people a chance to get that all sorted. Just give me a, got it sorted when you're ready.
I think we're sorted.
Okay, great. Okay, so as you can see in the left-hand column, I've gone into, this is all new, so I'm figuring it out with everyone. Looks like I can actually make a change. It's going to help. So we can go into data. Data is typically where all the files that are pulling data into, how to describe it, like the models of our code. So our code's written in a way that's like extensible and reusable. So we have like templates that reference data files. So you would call it like a model, how the data is modeled, and then it looks for a file to bring things in. So there's this data. Can everyone see this okay? Should I make it bigger? I don't know. I don't know.
If you just share that screen as opposed to your whole screen.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. So in the left-hand column, I had this closed. I just saw this huge list of things. So I just guessed that it was in data. That's where it kind of was last time. And then I found this team members folder and I thought, well, I think that's what I'm doing. And then there's within team members, there's person and vacancy where people. So I'm going to go in there. And then I went into my name. So it'd be helpful for everyone to just open mine, which is alphabetically. I don't have a dash, so it's just right here, all one word. So I'm seeing that it's by first name. So each of you should go into the folder that has the same letter as your first name. So J is the first one I see for you, Jess. And what we want to do is add a file with your name -yml or .yml. So I'm going to just guess. Yeah, I can go new file. Could someone else share? Because I'm not going to make a new file. I just want to follow along.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Great.
Okay. Oops. I opened yours. Now I'm going into J. So new file.
Yeah, I'd click right-click on the J folder, and then new file.
Yep.
Perfect. And then maybe press like Command S. We want to save it. I'm not sure why I didn't save it in that folder. It didn't do anything.
I got the spinning wheel of death beach ball.
Sweet.
Oh, here we go. Should I just call it Jessica Halloran?
Yeah. And oh, okay, cool. It's putting you in there. This is great. Jessica Halloran.
No dash. What do we feel like?
I don't know if there's a preferred format. I did no dash.
Okay, I'll go with your format.
Cool. And save. So then does anyone else need some guidance on that? Want to share your screen?
I'll share my screen. Mine looks a bit different.
Okay, cool.
Oh shoot, I don't know how to share just this thing.
That's fine, I can see it.
Okay. As you can
Okay,
see, I don't have the YAML file,
Yeah.
.yaml.
Can you right click on it?
Yeah.
And rename. And then just go .yml.
Oh, I had to add it? Okay.
Yeah.
Just unclear about that part. Sorry.
No problem. Because you could call it JS, and then your text editor is going to apply JavaScript syntax formatting. And then when you call it in another file, it's going to know, oh, this is a JavaScript file. I need to do this kind of stuff to it. It's like having an Illustrator file or a Photoshop file, or, you know, all those old school kind of files. Stephen, are you good?
I'm going to share my screen as well, just
Perfect.
so I don't make a Hames.
Hames?
A mess. So I go to S.
Yeah.
New file.
Yeah. Perfect.
And just
this
my
is
name.
different. Yeah, Stephen McGinnis .yml.
And then enter.
Enter. Great. Now what I would do is I'd go into mine, copy it. So if you see, you don't have to actually scroll up, Stephen. If you see beside yours, you can click over there. So again, it's like tabs. Just copy all of it and paste it into yours. And then change all the information so that it's your information. My GitLab, so for reports too, you'd put my name. So instead of dmore, once you get down there, that's what you would change. Find my...
It's just Mike. Is it your full name or like a tag?
If you see on line 10 there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's actually mine. So you can copy that and paste it up there, and then in line 10, add your GitLab account.
Oh, what the hell is it?
If I like delete the Twitter line, is that okay? Like I don't have one.
No, I think you need to leave it.
Okay, just don't touch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop sharing. I just need to check what my GitLab name is.
The date is year, month, day, or year, day, month?
Year, month, day.
What day did I start, Michael? I can't remember. October?
You could probably look at your calendar,
Oh, yeah.
and we would have had a kickoff meeting. No rush, take time.
Stephen, it's also on your profile page on about.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. We're rolling on this. We're doing really great, team.
I'm guessing we changed the story where it says hi there.
I mean, unless you've lived my entire life, I would say yeah.
I haven't been blessed with that privilege, so no. I'll have to think of something. I can't come up with something right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you have something on your LinkedIn or something, like the nice thing about what we're learning is this is like learning how to fish. You can always catch fish now, so you can always come back and change this.
For our profile picture, how do we pull the one that's being
Very good question. We're going to do that next.
Okay.
Way too far ahead. Jeez Louise.
for our story, we can just leave it as a one-liner for the minute, and then we can add to it later.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
Perfect.
There's also noticing below all the folders of, I can share my screen, all the folders of letters. There's a Readme right down here. And it has a nice documentation of like what we're looking at, the data structure, the name, if it's required, an example of it, and the description of what it does. So if there's anything in there that you feel like adding, that's cool, but don't necessarily have to add it. And then picture shows us where we're going to put the picture. And that's great because we're going to learn about Git add, which can be tricky. LinkedIn, Twitter. Oh, Twitter is false. So we could probably remove it. I'm going to try and do that. This LinkedIn. I'm going to mess around trying to add LinkedIn after picture. I'm going to stop sharing. When everybody's feeling good about where you're at, please just chime in. I'm just kind of having fun on my own accord here. I'll just share my screen again. I'll show you what. I just made a couple little changes based on learning what is required and what isn't. So I just name all this stuff where I'm at. Reports to, I added my LinkedIn. Like from here, I could see that the format LinkedIn, it's false. You don't have to have it, but if you want it, you just put your LinkedIn ID. I removed Twitter because I don't really use it. I removed everything that was unrequired, and then I just left departments and story.
So we can replace LinkedIn or replace Twitter with LinkedIn.
Yeah. If you want, or it's all unrequired. So if you don't want to have any of it, just delete that line. And I'm going to go find the information about pictures. Sites marketing. Just going to share my screen while I'm doing this. So I scrolled down alphabetically down to the folder sites. Following this information, so let's go to marketing. Now this is different, so maybe I'll go into source. Images, okay, great. Team. And then this is where we're going to put our images, our image. So another way to get to this, I think what would be easier for me is if I go to Finder and I find it through here. So I'm going to go to sites, marketing, source, images, team. And then let's see, is there any formats? 400 by 400. Looks like a square is good. Looks like a lot of people's is 400 by 400. So maybe that's a good place to start. Just find a picture of yourself 400 by 400. And then like I would just open another tab or another Finder window, find some image. Oh, here's one I have cropped. This one's huge. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's big. It's not really a square, but grab an image that's like, I don't know, a square, 400 by 400 or 600, whatever format you want. And then I would just like drag it in there and drop it in. And that's the step one of making sure the image asset is there. So I can wait for that, for everybody to do that if you like. And then show you how to update it here. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just put the name of the file. Everybody feeling confident about this? Have I lost anyone yet? Are we moving too quick?
Sorry, I think they might have been muted, but my computer's running really slow, so I just need a minute to catch up.
Oh, good.
It was under, when you're under images, what was the next file?
It is, let me pull over to that. Team.
You went source images, right?
Yeah, source images, team.
I don't see a file called team. I just see like
Maybe a folder.
pictures that are team. Yeah, I don't
Can you
see a folder called team.
Can you share your screen?
Yep.
Please.
Maybe. That's right.
You see a black screen so far, so let me just wait. You'll just see a black screen for some reason.
I don't know.
Do you want to take a screenshot and just?
Sure. Can I just read it out to you? I've got GitLab repos, www.gitlab.com, source, images, and then
GitLab repos.
I think I'm supposed to be in Teams, but I don't see a Teams folder.
Oh, GitLab repos, www sites, not source, sites.
Sites.
Then marketing. Yeah.
Okay,
You
and then
marketing.
And then source.
Yeah.
Okay, this makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does make it confusing when there's folders with same names and the same code base.
Wait, I still don't see Teams though.
Really? Okay, so
terms.
here, I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, let me stop.
So here we go. We're in GitLab repos, www sites,
Yep.
Marketing, source,
Yep.
Images. Excuse me.
Images. Okay. Keep missing one. Team. I see it now. Okay, got it.
Oh, team. Yeah, right. Great.
Oh, wait, hold on. Show that again. That was helpful.
For sure. So you should be able to see.
And we just put our image in there.
Yeah, just drag it in.
Okay.
Where's Martha at? Here she is.
I have a question, if I may.
Go for it.
When I cut and paste text, here, I'll just share my screen,
Yeah, great.
into the stories section, instead of being formatted, sorry, like that, like what you just saw, it just makes a long line, like this. Whereas if I look at yours, which here, I'll open up. Sorry,
Yeah, oh, no, I've got mine open.
oh, okay. Yeah. So
I think there is a option to turn on line breaks or something like that. Let me just do a quick. That won't matter.
it won't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So when you've put your image into that file for team, do you
The
just
folder?
copy? Yeah, into the folder. Sorry. Do
Yeah.
you just copy the name and replace it where it says picture in the
Yeah,
text
exactly.
editor?
Yeah, exactly. Just the like the name.jpg. You don't have to put any file path or anything like that.
I'm just going to pop off for a second so I can get this done with Zoom
Sure.
off, and
Yeah,
I'll come back in a minute.
Sounds great.
Is there a way to view what I've done?
If we had the code running locally and like fired up a whole bunch of stuff, yes. But since this is fairly simple, relatively to everything else everyone else does, what we're going to do is we're going to make a merge request and we're going to use the review app to review it. I know we're over time a bit. I have time until 11:30, so I don't know what everyone else's calendar looks like. I think we're rolling pretty well here. So if we want to keep going, that's great. If anyone has something else to jump into, I can connect to close the loop on this. I think like finishing this today will make it a lot easier for everybody instead of having to like pick up something that's like 90% done.
Yeah, I have a call at 11 and I need to take a bio break before that.
Okay.
So
Okay, well,
I have
I'll
my
connect with
image
you.
in. Yeah, I think I have most of what I need in here anyway, unless there's anything that we haven't covered yet.
No,
Same
can
with
you
like
share your screen, Stephen,
Yeah.
just so I can, since we are doing this kind of hacky without running locally, I just want to get some eyes on it.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your LinkedIn, you would can you scroll to see where it just says Stephen McGinnis?
Yeah.
You would.
I can delete anything after that.
That's all you need. Delete everything
Okay.
after and before, and then delete everything.
Just before this?
Yeah, you just need Stephen McGinnis.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. You're going to want to change your role title.
Senior. Yeah, that's not me.
I'm not sure I have job families as something that I'm working on. So that's something we'll adjust in the future. You can just leave that exactly how it is, but yeah, change the design system made. Just, you don't have to have inbound marketing, just do comma digital experience. And then let's see, yep. The rest looks great.
Sweet.
Maybe inbound marketing in your story, I might do uppercase just because I think it's proper formatting. And then, yeah, you got your start date right. Great. Tina, can we look at yours real quick?
Yep.
Please. Tina. Canada. Perfect. Okay, so I want to do this with y'all, and we'll do it with Jess when she pops on, because I think doing it twice is going to be really useful. So Tina, can you keep sharing your screen? Because you're going to see some things that I'm not going to see because I haven't added. Well, you're going to want to press save in your files. I haven't added an image, so I'm not going to see as much as you see in the terminal window. So that's why I'm hoping that we can all just watch you. So if you go into terminal, and we've made changes now. So we want to say like, hey, Git, what have you seen that we've made changes? So if you do Git space status, it's going to tell us what it's recognizing has changed. So we can see that we've added this file, the .yml one, and we've added a JPEG. So and because they're red, they're saying, we see that these are here, but we don't know if we should track them. So what we want to do is write git space add space dot. The dot just means like add everything that isn't added. If you wanted to add a specific file, which we don't right now, but you could just do git space add space and then the whole file path, like data, team members, blah, 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 blah. But if you press enter, and then Stephen, you should be doing the same thing. Now, I always check again, well, what's the git status now that I ran this command? So it should be green, I think. Yeah, so it's saying, okay, we've got these 2 new files. That's great. Do you have that, Stephen?
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong screen.
That's fine.
Looking,
you go into terminal and do git status. Do you kind of see what Tina's sharing over there? Kind of the red part.
Yeah.
Great. And then if you do git space add space dot, we're going to add those all, and it should go green and say new file. Hey, Jess. Joining at a perfect time.
Nothing really happened when I did that. Do you want me to
Missing
share my
anything?
screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Okay.
I was just going through this just so that we could do it once and then have you as well. Okay, and then you want to write status. Like you Git and working in terminal, you always kind of have to do stuff to ask it to give you some feedback. So you ran git add, but now you don't see anything. And we didn't see anything before without saying git status. So if you write git status, git space status, we see there's new files. So that's great. Jess, could you stop sharing, Stephen, please? I know you got to pop off, so this is a great spot for you. As soon as you can today, hit me up so that we can get this moving forward.
Yeah, I won't touch anything. I'll leave it all as it is.
Yeah, that's great. Jess, I have another half an hour. I'd love to like close the loop on this if you don't have another meeting or commitment.
Yeah, no, I'm free too.
Okay, great. Okay.
Thanks.
See you, Stephen. Can you share your screen, Jess? I just want to look at, because we're doing this a little bit in a bit of a cowboy way because we're not running anything locally. I just wanted to look at the. That's going crazy. What are you doing there? I just wanted to look at your YML file. Hey, what are you doing? Okay, great, thanks. Name, yeah. Department, I think you still leave just as marketing. I think that's like the parent. Hello world, I love it. Perfect. Okay, and then press save. And then, so what we were just doing with Tina and Stephen is saying like, okay, we've made all our changes. You've dragged your picture in there. Now we want to go to go to terminal and tell Git that we're ready like we've made changes and we're ready to commit some stuff. So if you do Git Status, you'll end up running Git Status a whole bunch because it's telling you, we're asking Git like, hey, what do you see that happened?
It'll probably just take a minute.
All good. What you're going to see is two red files.
Mm-hmm.
Is it faster? Does it work faster if you're not sharing your screen?
Probably, but that's a whole nother issue. It's up now.
Okay. Yeah. So that's great. What we're seeing here is it just says like, hey, there's these files that are not tracked. And what we want to tell Git is like, these are files that are important to us. Can you please track them? So we do that by adding them to the repo. So you do git space add space dot. The dot means add everything that's not tracked. I was saying to Tina and yeah, I was saying to Tina and Stephen, if you only wanted to add one, because the other one you didn't want to add, you would actually just do git space add space and then the whole file path of the file you want to add.
Oh, I wrote out space. That's not git add space dot like that, right?
Awesome. I just see a black screen, but I'm assuming that you got it figured out.
Hopefully.
And then you'll run it and it won't really look like you did much. Yeah, exactly. And then we'll wait and we'll say your MacBook again. And then we'll say Git Status to get a report back of like, what happened? Did it do it? And then we're going to see two files that are in green saying new files most likely.
Do I want to do Git Status now, or am I waiting for something else to pop up first?
No, now. Whenever you see that like that line with the money sign at the end, it's like, okay, I'm done the process you asked me to do. What's next?
Gotcha. Hey.
Did it do it?
All green.
Yeah.
All green.
Awesome. Great. Status dash Uno. What is that? That's funny. Great. Okay, so now we've made these changes to these files. We've added a file, or we've added two files, and we said track these, please. Now we want to commit this and push it to. I don't know how to describe it. Like we're going to make a merge request, so we're going to push it. We're going to push our branch to the repo. So we want to commit this first. So commit commands is git space commit space dash m, or you can do am. Sometimes like the A is like commit all. You usually don't need it.
Is that how you spell commit?
COMMIT.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then
Git
after the dash
m.
Yeah, after the dash m, do space, and then you have to write it in quotation marks.
Okay.
And then I would write. You don't have to do dashes or anything. In the quotation marks, I'd write adding, put your name. So Tina Ing or Jessica Halloran to org chart, and then close your quotation mark.
Hold on.
You can do spaces between it. Like you can write it in sentence format.
Well, here we are.
Next time, yeah. And then close to get to one of the annoying things. One of the things, well, you don't have a closing quotation mark. So one of the annoying things about, oh, you do? Maybe it just hasn't updated for me.
Probably.
Yeah. Tina, how you doing over there? Good. Yeah, then you press enter. I still don't see the closing, but I trust that it's there, Jess.
No promise. Pinky swear.
It's a big promise. And did you press enter, Tina? Great. I'm just gonna wait to see what Jess's looks like. Nothing's updating on my end right now. At this point, I would also write Git status.
Looks like
Actually, I can
went
do this.
through.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing any update on yours, but I'm certain that something has happened. If you write Git status, you should see something that says on branch, the name of your branch, nothing to commit, working tree clean.
That's what I see.
Awesome. Do you see that, Jess?
It's thinking about it. Here we go. Where's my Git status?
Oh, now I can. Oh no. I think your terminal for me is just frozen.
Yeah,
Oh,
nothing to commit,
now
working
something
tree
happened.
clean. We're good.
Great. Okay, so now we're gonna push. So we're gonna write Git push, and it's gonna tell us to do something. But I just write that to get what I'm supposed to write. So it'll say Git push dash dash set upstream origin blah 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 blah. Just copy that and then paste it.
Copy
as
what?
the commit. Here, can I share?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I wrote up here Git push, and then it said fatal, all this very severe stuff. You need to write this, but I never know how to write this, so I just do that to get what I'm supposed to write, and then I just highlight this, copy, and then paste it down here, and then I press enter. This won't work. I'm on a kind of a fake branch here, so I'll do it in my other one. Tina, do you want to share your screen, please? Yeah. So you copied that, and then you press enter.
I'm still confused about where you got the copy from.
Did you write Git push and then press enter?
Enter. Hold on.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
then
there it
paste
is.
from here.
Oh yeah.
And then just do
Copy
Git push set update the whole thing, and then just enter again.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically what it's telling us is like, oh, you're trying to push, but we don't know where it's pushing. You need to make this, set this as the upstream origin, which is our main repo, and like how to get there. It's like the real lazy way, lazy like rookie way to do it. But I'm a lazy rookie, so there we go. Awesome. So Tina, it looks like yours was done. And we'll wait for Justice to be done. From here, we're done in our code. We're done in terminal. And then we're going to go to into GitLab and make a merge request. It's the cool part. This is what's amazing about GitLab.
Did you get something that said username for GitLab?
No, I got something. Can you share your screen?
Tina's, yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh, I need a new computer. Okay, can you see this?
No, but I think I will.
Give it a second. I did the like git push dash dash set upstream, etc. I hit enter, and then it asked username for GitLab.com. Does that sound right?
No. Why would it not?
No.
Oh, I can see here. Username. Can you just put your username in?
Is it J. Howard?
I think so.
Password? Uh-oh.
That would that be in your wherever you have it saved?
I think I know my password, but
you won't see anything happen here. Like while you're typing in, it is typing, but it looks like you're not typing. Yeah.
How do I?
You might be. I think you might be able to copy paste into it if that makes it easier.
Let me try. That's not a great user experience, I gotta say.
I don't think Terminal was really made for users.
Access denied. Great.
Why would that be?
I might have had the wrong password.
Remote HTTP. Yeah, did you have
Should I
the
just
right?
try it again?
Yeah, try it again because the HTTP version is right, so it's something to
I
do
probably
with.
just typed it in wrong because I was pushing things before I realized that
Yeah, could have been it.
it was doing anything. Okay.
This is great. That's getting me a chance to get caught up on the real code base I use so I can push a change. Was it
I
denied?
must use a personal access token with read repository, write repository, forget.
I think we're gonna have to call them the big guns on this one, like Lauren or Brandon. So this is cool. Let's we've hit a blocker for you. That's fine. Let's continue with Tina and myself. Katie, please stop sharing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Great. Tina, I'm gonna just pop into GitLab and share my screen. Okay. Everyone see fine? So Tina, you should see up here, you pushed something when you're in the www repo, which I can just pop into the link right to it in our chat, which I always forget where it is. Here.
I see it.
You see it? Okay, great. So click create merge request. And then I'm gonna just make this a little bit, adding LinkedIn and link to JD to my profile. And then we have some prompts here. So why is this change being made? It's really great practice to just add some context here. Noticed some improvements I can make to my profile. The org chart. And then, so we provided a concise title, added a description, and then assign it to the correct BRI. So Tina, you can assign that to me. I'm gonna assign mine to Lauren. And then you click submit merge request.
We just have trouble finding you. MP is probably the easiest.
Yeah, MPRE.
There we go. I don't assign any of the other milestones, labels, reviewers.
No, don't worry about that.
Okay. Submit.
I'm sure, like with something this like small, we're just doing it pretty quick. If it was something where it fit into one of our sprints or we wanted it to show up on our boards, we would follow all the labels that Becky's defined. But since this is just like for super quick, super small, super like example purposes, so we're doing that. So here's what's amazing is like we made this code change on our computer. We pulled code from a repo that like thousands of people are working on. We made a change, we made a branch, and now we're wanting to merge that change back in. And we've had to like set up nothing. We've created this merge request, which in the merge request, you can see the commit. So I added that, that's what I called it, adding LinkedIn. Could have added more to it, but I was lazy. It's not good best practice. And then we can see the changes from the original file to the old one. So yours will both be like all red because it's all completely new, or all green. But I can see like, oh yeah, I removed this stuff, I removed that stuff. And then what's happening down here in the pipeline is it's running all of our continuous integration and deployment scripts. So it's making sure that our code's proper and it's going to work and it's not going to conflict with anything. And once this is done running, it'll give us a button to view the review app, which is how we're going to see that what we did worked. So that takes a little while because everybody else is doing stuff as well. So we can just kind of sit tight for a second. I think it won't take the remaining 15 minutes we have. I'm going to stop sharing and just see if Brandon or Lauren is free, because maybe they can, while we're waiting on that, maybe they can help us.
We do have an error displaying, but I believe it's
can I see it?
A GitLab status thing and not a merge request thing. It just, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd probably just refresh. That's Brandon. Hey, he's free. Okay, I'm gonna send him the invite here. Brandon to the rescue. Jess, can you share your screen, please?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I had to go grab a charger, so I'm
yeah,
finagling.
sure. Oh, I see your comment right here. All good.
Yeah, it'll be 1 minute.
Everyone's doing great, by the way. This is awesome. I hope everyone feels like you're learning something and are confident. Hey, Brandon. Thank you. Thanks for joining. We're recording, by the way.
Sure.
It could be the world's most boring recording, or it could be useful to someone at some point. Who knows? So we are in the process of learning how to make a merge request and push something to the site. We are doing really, really well. We've got myself and Tina, we've made changes to our YML file. Tina, Stephen, who had to hop off, and Jess have added a YML file. They've added a JPEG of their image. They've added that to the Git repo. They've committed it. Tina and I were both able to push. And then it tells you to do like the set upstream master, and then I copy and paste that. That's where we hit a blocker with Jess. It was asking her to log in and something about a token. So that's where I said we needed the big guns. And Jess can share her screen. I figured this might be pretty simple for you. I didn't really know if we would need, I don't think we need to set up an SSH token because we pulled from the HTTP version. So I'm kind of a little stumped. And Jess's computer takes a million years to share. So we can just be patient while we're waiting for that.
Yeah, I don't know if you see it now, but
yeah, so I think because it's using HTTPS as opposed to SSH, well, either way, you need a token, it looks like, but I think it just needs to be set up. I don't
I think I
remember
might have a
the,
token, but I don't know if it's specifically for this or not. Definitely created some sort of token at some point for GitLab.
Yeah, so let me look at the, if we go to the GitLab web page and trying to remember, I think it's in preferences. Account. Access tokens, there we go, yeah. But I have mine set up to do Git over SSH, so I don't have the HTTP token set up, but you can set one up, I think, in the Git website. I'm just seeing kind of a blank screen at the moment. Black screen being shared, but I assume that's because, like you said, taking some time on her computer here.
Yeah.
I
My computer
received a
froze.
danger bot notification, Michael,
Where? What?
in my email because my merge request can't load you as an assignee, I believe. Remember, I was having an error message, and now I received like a email notification from a danger bot.
Danger bot.
Yeah, it just says Tina danger.
Well,
So that's
maybe
a
that's
kind
your
of
new nickname.
That's a code review bot kind of thing that checks the integrity of the team YML files. I'd have to see what it says to know what it's.
Oh, merge pipeline failed. Oh, mine did too. Test failed. Something failed in the test. I'm linting. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make 2 rooms here. I have 9 minutes. I'm gonna make breakout rooms so I can help you, Tina. Great breakout rooms.
Brandon, did you say I need an access token or an SSH key or something else?
An access token, I think, is what it looked like it had an error for. I'm not sure.
Okay.
If we're doing Git over HTTPS, which that's how it